The company behind Bayonetta decided to release an official art, which, by the way, is very wholesome and nice. You see Bayonetta being in a loving relationship here, and she's got a daughter which is doing something hilarious. This can't be offensive, right? I mean, anyone looking at this is going to say, yeah, that's kind of wholesome. But then you have the people on Twitter, which apparently are claiming that this has no flavor, and they're posting what appears to be, and I can't show it on YouTube, but it appears to be a very poorly drawn Tumblr expression, which apparently does have flavor. Now, I do not understand what flavor means in the context of human reproduction. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but can I use the word normal? Like, without it, you wouldn't exist, right? Like, your parents had to have sex, and they produced an offspring, which is you. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying, heaven forbid, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with other types of sexualities. But what I am saying is that I was told that heterophobia doesn't exist. Like, I was genuinely assured by that. There were people much smarter than I which went out of their way to try and convince me that heterophobia doesn't exist. So I do expect some community notes here. I do expect some community notes on Twitter to tell me that these individuals are joking, they're pretending, they're trolling. Like, this can't be the case, right? Like, it can't be that there are actual people on Twitter which cannot seem to see a happy family. And by the way, I've been saying this for a while, and there is a reason for it. There is no such representation that I can think of in the West in the last 5 years. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, and you can do so by pointing me out to 10 TV shows or movies which have heteronormative relationships in them where both of the couples aren't toxic. So there's no subverting of your expectations. It's like the Kent family. They love each other, right? There is no she's cheating on him or he is being abusive. No. It's just like a normal, healthy relationship where they just happen to love each other. If you can think of 10 movies or TV shows that came out like that, please let me know and I will change my mind. I will say, but I think that we don't get to see that. In fact, you probably don't get to see that in commercials either, which is why, again, like, Twitter was absolutely bewildered and shocked at the McDonald's commercial. Like I showed that commercial to a couple of Romanian friends here, and they have no idea about any of this. Like, they do not know the culture word. They do not know what a Democrat or a Republican is. Like they're from Romania. And when I showed them the picture, they're like, well, it's just a commercial. Like, what's the problem? I'm like, well, but don't you see anything? Like, look closer. And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, yeah, but like, they're both white. And he's like, and? I mean, they're a family, they're straight. And it's like, I don't get it. Like, they literally looked at me like I'm a crazy person. Like why would I have anything against that commercial? Like, again, even if you're like, look, I'm a straight person, okay? If I see a video game that has gay characters, believe it or not, I don't complain if the characters are done well. Like, it's almost everywhere at this point, right? And not only that, if another person complains, like if another person makes a mod for Spider-Man and something like that, people on Twitter go batshit crazy. They're like, well, how dare you not like this? You must be some istophobe, Christofascist, or whatever the fuck they're saying. Oh, you need to be banned from society. So it's like, okay, you want others to be tolerant, I get that. But why can't you reciprocate? Why does it have to be a one-way street? Why can't it be a mutual thing? Like, there is so much place on the internet for all types of relationships and art. Like why can't you like yours and at the same time allow others to like theirs? Like I understand that you're not into the heteronormative stuff. Okay, fine. Why do you have to go out of your way to insult, mock, and attack people who do happen to like this? And again, like, the human race wouldn't exist if it wasn't for those evil people making children. Like you wouldn't exist. But anyway, it's not just like this. Like, look here. God, the left one is just so heteronormative, it makes me nauseous. It's like, I guess, like seeing maggots or something. Like, I don't understand how a picture of a loving family can make you feel nauseous. Like, what in this picture makes you feel nauseous? I can't wrap my mind around it. Nuclear Family Nightmare. It's like they homestuck Candy epilogue Bayonetta. And by the way, like a lot of the complaints is because they think Bayonetta is a lesbian. But like she's not. She's bisexual. I mean, it's implied even that she's bisexual. But if I'm not mistaken, I haven't played the last one. But she does have a daughter. Like she needs to have heteronormative sex for that to happen. Like, so whatever. This is not it. Like, hold on. Brace yourself, Bakaru. Because etelo aquí. Again, this is so gross. Yuck. Like if you were to show me these posts out of context, and I wouldn't know what picture they're talking about, I would think they're talking about some maggots. Or something else that's disgusting. Right? And I did my best to censor the names of these individuals, but like this is just what I got from less than 10 minutes on Twitter. Just so you understand, this is the modern audience, okay? This is what the corporations cater to. This is what the corporations think that are decent people. And notice how the journalists, they will not make an article about this. And I guarantee to you, it would get clicks. Like, it would get clicks, right? Like whenever Disney race swaps or gender swaps or introduces an LGBT theme or whatever, and you have like 5 individuals on Twitter complaining and other 5 that give reasonable criticism. Oh, the media immediately, oh, the Istophobe, the Christofascists, oh, look what they're doing to our sacred movie. But when you have it from the other side, that is doing literally the same thing but worse, you don't hear a peep, not a peep from Polygon, not a peep from Kotaku, not a peep from all these other prestigious publications, because they view that this is the new normal. This, right? Like, they actually want people to have hatred. Because that's the thing, right? I don't want hatred. I think everyone can have whatever sexual preference or orientation or whatever. I think like they can... Because I'm not that extreme. I'm not that far to the right. I know that many of you probably would want me to be more far to the right. But I legitimately still believe that everyone can have whatever sexual orientation they want represented. Like, it can be done. You know, like, you can have your art, you can have your games, you can have your movies, you can have your TV shows. I don't mind, but can I have mine as well? Am I allowed? Am I allowed to, like, watch a movie or a video game or a TV show where just this happy, heteronormative family without you getting upset? And in return, I promise that I won't get upset when you have your thing represented. Can we go to that? Is it possible? Oh, apparently not, because, look, like, hey, Google, delete this tweet. I just fell to my knees. How could they do this to me? Again, these are the same people that will say that if you want hot women in video games, you should just go watch porn. Right? And look how much they care about sexuality. Look, etelo. Like, unironically, right? They gaslight so hard. This is how they gatekeep. Like if you look, for example, at a video game, like The Last of Us, and you say that Abby doesn't look good, like, why can't Abby be sexy? They will say, oh, if you want to watch porn, go watch porn. Even though in The Last of Us, there's actually porn. And for some reason, it doesn't get the AO rating, which it should. But I just want to point out that this is the same type of community that goes after anime, that will say that My Hero Academia is problematic, that Uzaki-chan is evil, right? Like it's literally from the same community on Twitter that is criticizing it. And the reason is, they look at something that's heteronormative and they say yuck, they say disgusting, they say gross, right? They do not care about, like, the sanctity of the culture. Oh, we need to be virtuous, less pornography in video game, right? They're not like that. They just want their stuff represented and nothing else. They're exclusionary. And what's more interesting, they react literally the same as I would expect people from the Bush era to react if they saw, like, a gay kiss or something. Like if they saw a gay family, like, there was this commercial from McDonald's that even I didn't complain about. It was like 2 gay people sharing some French fries, and that was the commercial. And I was saying, you know what? Like, that is not a problem. Like, all right, I can see what McDonald's was doing there. Like one, okay, fine. If they were to show a straight couple doing the same thing, Twitter would be livid. And as we saw, they did. Like, the Japanese ad for McDonald's literally got Twitter outraged over the same thing. And the media doesn't talk about it. They want to believe that this doesn't exist. This is the whole point, right? Whenever you see the hatred that is coming from the left, it is ignored, it is tolerated, and this is what Herbert Marcuse said, repressive tolerance. Everything the right does, even if peaceful, needs to be suppressed by any means necessary. Everything left-leaning people do, even if violent, needs to be tolerated. And this is what we're seeing. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.